Yo, what's good everyone? Welcome back to ACS Sneakers. My name is Aiden. On today's video, we are taking a look at the Jordan 6 White Hare. But before we get into that, I reached out to you guys in the community to send in your pictures of the Jordan 6 White Hare. Let's take a look. So I just want to say a huge thank you to the guys who submitted their pictures of the Jordan 6 White Hare. I really appreciate you getting involved in this video, and I'm hoping to make this a regular feature in future videos as well. So I will let you guys know what I will be uploading and reviewing in future videos, so you can send your pictures in as well. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into the intro. So before we do go any further, as is customary on my channel, let's go ahead and discuss the shoe's history. Now, the man behind the iconic design of the Jordan 6 model is legendary shoe designer Tinker Hatfield, whom we've covered on this channel on multiple occasions. The first time we saw the Jordan 6 model was in 1991, and Michael Jordan actually wore the Jordan 6 when he achieved his very first NBA championship. We've actually reviewed the Jordan 6 DMP previously, and I will leave a link in the description area below if you do want to go ahead and check out my review. Now, when the Jordan 6 model was actually in pre-production, Michael Jordan had some very clear specifications in regards to the toe box area, so Tinker Hatfield set out to redefine and reinforce the toe box on the Jordan 6 model, as Michael Jordan did have some issues putting on the 5 prior models. The first time we saw the Jordan Retro was in early 2000 and released in multiple new colourways, also opting to ditch the original Nike Air branding and then opt for the now infamous Jumpman logo. So that's enough of the shoe's history for the time being. Let's go ahead and get into the unboxing. Originally retailing on June 5th for a retail price of £165, I'm a big fan of the shoebox itself. I do love it when a shoebox does add depth to the colourway. And if we take a look inside the box, we have a wax tissue paper, and here we have the Jordan 6 White Hare. If we take a quick look at the box, which reads Air Jordan 6 Retro in the neutral grey, black and white colourway. And now let's go ahead and get into the rest of my review. And here we go guys, I now have the Jordan 6 White Hare in hand, so let's get straight into my review. Starting out with the toe box area, which has been crafted from a light grey nubuck material. Now, this material does feel very soft underhand and does have some elements that you might expect to have with a suede material. However, this doesn't really have that same premium feel. The material that they have used on the toe box area is okay, but it's not great in my opinion. And if we then move up the upper of the shoe itself, we continue to see the same nubuck material, which is actually now perforated on the underlays on both the medial and lateral side. Now, I for one am majorly impressed with the leather quality that they have used to craft the Jordan 6 model. This is actually leather, and it's not to be mistaken with any synthetic leathers that you can see on other Jordan models. It is a very thick leather that they have used to craft this shoe, and it does look and feel very premium in my opinion. The overall colour blocking on the upper of the shoe is absolutely fantastic, and it's been done in a way to replicate the fur of Bugs Bunny. This whole shoe has been centered around Bugs Bunny as the main inspiration, so the colour blocking, in my opinion, has been done to perfection. Now, when I was actually researching this shoe, I did actually stumble across a pretty important, not necessarily well-known fact, and that is that within the perforation on the nubuck, there is actually some 3M material, and I think that that is a super subtle but super impressive touch on this model. And then taking a look at the midsole area, which is crafted from a primarily white midsole with the hits of pink. Now, this isn't to be mistaken with red. In person, you can see that it is a hot pink, and it can't necessarily be seen that way on the pictures that I saw prior to release. Now, we can see here that we have the translucent air unit towards the back. And then taking a look at the outsole, which is a primarily white outsole with the hits of pink, the purple Jumpman in the middle with the green on the heel just to finish. If you guys haven't already, go ahead and smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell notification so you never miss a video. Let's get back into it. If we then take a look at the laces on the shoe, we can see that the laces are completely white, And just underneath this, we have a felt type of material, which does feel quite soft underhand and connects directly to the tongue itself, featuring the iconic Jumpman branding. Now, we are getting to one of the most significant areas of the shoe in my opinion, and one of the areas that I like the most, and that is actually the lace lock. Now, for anyone who's been around the channel for quite a while, you'll know that generally I don't actually like lace locks on my Jordans. However, with this being featured as a carrot for Bugs Bunny, I do feel that it adds a lot of character to the shoe itself, and I for one am majorly impressed with this touch. If we then take a look at the tongue of the shoe, we have a completely rubber tongue, which is in keeping with the usual Jordan 6 model, and on the reverse of the tongue we see the same colourful imprint that we saw on the wax tissue paper inside the box itself. And now taking a look at the actual sock line of the shoe itself, this is a black super soft felt type of material. In my opinion, the Jordan 6 is quite notorious for having plenty of ankle protection, and around the ankle collar there is a lot of padding as well, as you can expect with any Jordan 6 model. However, with this model in particular, with the leather quality being as good as it is in my opinion, I do feel that it looks a lot better than the usual Jordan 6 model. And now taking a look at the insole of the shoe, which is a polyurethane insole and features the same colours that we saw on the wax tissue paper in the shoebox. This also features the Jumpman branding in white. I'm actually a big fan that they did use a polyurethane insole, as it does add to the actual comfort of the shoe itself, and I definitely feel that it is a vibrant look to the shoe, even though not many people are going to be able to see it. And if we then take a look at the heel tab of the shoe, we have the usual Jordan 6 heel tab with the hit of red. And for those of you out there that already own this shoe, you may have already noticed the little intricate purple stitching. Now, these little subtle details do make the world of difference in my opinion. Just underneath the heel tab, you can see that we have the Jumpman logo with the branding just underneath. Now, that pretty much summarises the overview of the shoe itself, so let's go ahead and get into my opinions on the shoe. And now moving on to the most important aspect of any sneaker, which is the sneaker's comfortability. Unfortunately, the Jordan 6 White Hare isn't in my size, so this opinion is being based on my knowledge of previous Jordan 6 models. Now, generally the Jordan 6 is quite a narrow shoe, and I do generally have to break the shoe in for a little bit of time before the shoe does become comfortable for me. Now, that can be attributed to the fact that I do have quite wide feet, and when the factory does lace up the shoe, they sometimes can lace it up a little bit tight. But generally for me, I do feel that the Jordan 6 does require some breaking in time. And now in terms of the shoe's durability, I do believe that the Jordan 6 model is quite a durable shoe and does offer a lot of ankle protection and a lot of comfort as well. So yes, the shoe is comfortable, but does, in my opinion, require some breaking in time. And I do also believe that the shoe is very durable. And in terms of sizing, I would recommend anybody like me who does have wide feet going a half size up. I've started to do that in my Jordan 6 pickups just because of the fact that it is quite a narrow shoe in my opinion, and I do feel that going a half size up does give me a little bit of extra leeway. If you do have a chance to try out the model before buying, I would highly recommend that you do this just so you can understand the best fit for you. And now in terms of my overall opinion on the shoe itself, I do give this shoe a solid 8 out of 10. I'm really impressed by the upper of the shoe and the premium leather materials that have been used to create this shoe. I think the overall colour blocking is superb, and the shoe itself is definitely going to stand out and complement most outfits superbly well. I'm actually super impressed with the shoe itself. I wasn't actually that excited when I initially saw the initial imaging. I definitely wanted to bring you a review, but in terms of keeping for personal, it wasn't something that really crossed my mind. But actually seeing this shoe in hand, I'm definitely going to be looking to try and cop a pair in my size just to add to the collection. Let me know what your thoughts are on the Jordan 6 White Hare in the comment section below, and let's go ahead and take a closer look at the shoe itself. I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who stuck around to this point in the video. Please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, hitting that bell notification, and I hope to see you again in the next one.